In this video, I'm going to cover a lot of very important points, and I'm going to work very hard to stay calm throughout this video because it's a very emotional topic to me. It's a very sensitive area for a lot of people, and there are very different perspectives on what is going on and how do we prepare to deal with it. So when we discuss the knockout game, when we discuss Black Friday Madness, when we discuss men in uniform raping women from another country after they have murdered their family, all these things are happening, and so much more. I believe we're looking at the spirit of evil. And regardless of how many examples I think that the world is seeing right now of the spirit of evil, I am frustrated at times when I don't see people recognize that, when I don't see people take this seriously, that there is a demonic attack on the earth woman. And it's operating on so many levels, most importantly through the New World Order and the plans that they have for the future of America, which involves controlling the lives of men and women and ultimately dividing us. And incrementally over time, we have been divided more and more and more. That natural brotherly, sisterly connection that should exist, whether we're in bed together or not, is not restored. All of these mental masturbation fantasies about a collective shift in consciousness, a new timeline, have proven to be nothing more than bullshit. It's now 2013. Very soon, in about a month, now that we're in December 2013, we're going to be in 2014. So, according to those people that said we'd be in a collective shift in consciousness by the year 2012 and 2013, I mean, they were saying this a decade ago. They were saying, don't worry about the New World Order. Don't worry about 9/11 being an inside job because it's all going to be cleaned up and the negative ETs have been removed off planet. So what are we supposed to look at here? What are we supposed to do then? Oh, those damn niggers. Oh, those damn black men. We got to start shooting the niggers. Excuse my language. You know damn well that there's going to be a whole bunch of people out there that are going to now have this in their idea. And you're going to see a bunch of Trayvon Martins. I want you to understand that the powers that be are going to use this to further incite a race war in this country. And you don't want a race war. I don't care whether you're black. I don't care whether you're white. I don't care whether you're Hispanic. I don't care whether you're Asian and you think you're not involved in this. I don't care whether you think you're, you're Arab or Persian or Afghani and you're not involved in this. You are all involved in this. Man, woman, black, white, other group, high economic situation, low economic situation. We are all affected by these rapidly changing times and these demons in our world. I am so offended when I see the anchor on the Young Turks say that people that talk about exorcisms and spiritual warfare, when she suggests that we have no minds, that we have no consciousness, that we have no rationale, that is so insulting. And how can a woman today laugh at the idea of exorcisms in Mexico where women are being raped and having their heads cut off by members of rival gangs? I mean, that's sick and that's evil. And I don't understand why. I honestly don't. I'm calmly expressing my bafflement, my shock. I don't understand why these things that are happening to women aren't seen as what they are. Coordinated, systematic, spiritual assaults on the earth feminine energy. By the way, earth energy, feminine energy, is not about being male or female. It is healthy to have masculine and feminine energy, to have a nurturing energy. I have feminine energy, even though I'm a heterosexual and I prefer women over men. But I understand the earth energy. I understand the concept of goddess energy, of feminine energy, of the other polarity, which is connected with a greater whole, like a yin and yang, masculine, feminine, light, dark. No, not positive, negative. No, not black person, white person, light, dark. Two different polarities. They are both good. But yet both men and women are capable of harboring great demonic energy. A general anti-human spirit, if you will, that in many cases I believe is subconscious. And there are many women on this planet right now that are completely devoid of feminine energy. They may be at a 10% feminine energy, maybe a 20, maybe a 30, but Instead of falling prey to this, oh, it's a masculine or it's a male-dominated world, understand that it's an evil-dominated world that doesn't want the man to stand up for the woman and see the spirit of evil. That is waging war on his mother, waging war on his sister, waging war on his daughter, and not just those of his family. And first of all, let me say as a preface, I don't really have any family. And the little family that I do have, they think I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs as a result of things that I've said in these videos, and it has really turned them off. Like I said before, people said, hey, by this point in time, we would be coasting on the surfboard, and we'd be working our way up the ladder to Ashtar Command, and we would watch all the madness from the spacecraft down below. Just another version of the Christian rapture. So I've watched that mentality. I've watched people judge me. And I know that for 5 or 6 years, I have warned America and the world that the next step is the largest human trafficking epidemic in the history of the West Coast of the United States. After the U.S. economy crashes and the foreign troops are brought in, foreign troops that hate your white ass and would love to tap that ass. And you know this is true. You know how profoundly lustful the world of man can be. Just look around you. Just look at the world of pornography. Just look at how popular hardcore pornography is. Just look at what is in hardcore pornography today in 2013. Compare that to what was going on 20 years ago. They are not one and the same. And if you don't know that, you don't know that. But you don't have to be a consumer of modern day contemporary new world order pornography to understand that the sex industry has gone in a very dark direction. You don't have to be a genius to know that at Walmart, they have little dolls for sale that feature Illuminati and Masonic emblems. They have the checkerboard on the lower right-hand side of the packaging. I made another video about this. 2 different colored eyes, 2 different colored hair, 2 different colored lipsticks, a color around the neck as popularized by Lady Gaga. And then we could see all the different people in the industry right now, wearing bacon as a dress. Ooh, come eat me, alien. I mean, seriously, who do you think this type of stuff appeals to? It certainly doesn't appeal to a man like me. Do they want men to be into this type of thing? To want to put a collar on a woman and, to do some of the things that are done in pornography movies? What do the ladies think that are in the audience watching this? Are you into that? And I'm not judging you if you say, yes, I'm into that. That's how I express my sexual liberation. Let me say this. Throughout my life, I have felt that there's a phrase, a quote. There's no fury like the scorn from a woman or something to that effect. I heard that when I was really young and didn't understand it until I was older. And I started to speak out against the dark forces and the things taking place on our planet. And to see people get mad at me and say that I want to suppress their liberated... I never, ever, ever said that we should only express ourselves sexually in one particular way. I've never said that. What I have discussed is that there is a certain vile, evil energy that lives on the earth. That's all about the kinkiness. That's all about the evil. That's all about the torture. That's all about the pain. And that is all about the domination of the earth female energy. And why is that? Because women, when a seed is implanted in them and a new form of life is created, certain forms, certain bloodlines, certain humans, quite a few humans in fact, have this innate ability, I believe, I suspect, I theorize. And we have this power of the mind that can bring down the dark grid. How? I'm not really sure. But it's something that I've been looking at more the last couple of years. What innate abilities we have as a human being, energetically, the power of the mind. Because I've seen evidence that we can do profound things with our mind to heal ourselves, to remotely heal others, excuse me, to protect ourselves and our energy, but also this non-local awareness, synchronicity, thinking about someone and there they are on Facebook, or there they are messaging you. This way that we as human beings are connected. So based on that alone and by itself, it leads to other awarenesses of what we're capable of. So I think that they're special about us. I think they're special about women. That's very beautiful. That's not just about sexuality and something that a male might want to have sex with. There's something about the earth woman that has amazing power and ability. The very fact that her vessel can create more life, that is capable of doing many beautiful, wonderful things, and of course, choosing the light over the dark, that is why I think that we are under attack. And so these dark forces that are working to do these things that so many people are in denial of, they're in a way getting more power to do what they're doing because there's denial of it. And there are people that when they hear evil, they automatically think religion, and they automatically think evil. As in, if you're talking about evil, that you're a religious person. This is so ignorant. This is so ignorant. This is so ignorant. The concept of good and evil exists outside of religion, and in a way, religion has hijacked certain spiritual concepts and teachings, and of course, mixed other things along with that in order to control human society. There are some Muslims that are very spiritual beings, and there are some Muslims that are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, just like some Christians, just like, members of other religions. And I see so much evidence of this. You just can't judge someone based on what religion they are or what belief system they have. You got to have a little more discernment than that. There are many people that are doing good things and waging war against the evil dark side that aren't doing it in the name of religion. And there are some that are. But the majority seems to be on the dark side of working with the evil and at the same time denying that there's evil. If you can deny that evil exists, then you can partake in certain activities and say, hey, I'm just doing as thou wilt. I'm just having sex with a corpse on the side of the road. Hey, it's bombed out America in post-2025. There's nuclear fallout coming down from the sky. There are women and babies screaming everywhere, just do as thou wilt. I'm telling you, there are people that are going to do as thou wilt when it hits the fan. They've already made the announcement that they're going to go pillaging for your food. But people ask the question, what are people going to do when there is no food? When they look at this Black Friday footage, they are going to burn, pillage, rape, and probably eat their victims afterwards. Because the demonic stronghold over the earth is so strong, so powerful, and it seems to be becoming even more powerful. And we've been lied to by the syndicated demonic network that's been channeling through some of the human beings on earth that are completely vulnerable to them whispering in their ear, oh, everything is fine. Oh, everything is fine. You're winning. You're winning. You're winning. At the same time, they're telling you to encourage your own country falling. And all that is so the other countries are going to be able to penetrate even easier when they come into this country after the grid goes down, after the defenses have been dismantled by design. You know what happened with 9/11, don't you? With NORAD standing down. You know that this is about America being used to destroy America, right? I mean, you didn't just walk into the classroom now, I hope. And how can you, if you think that there's a new world order, if you think there's sheeple out there, how can you have such zombie sheeple mentality beliefs to think that, oh, they wouldn't do that? Oh, no, there's no evil behind the new world order. They're not trying to condition women to enter confined spaces. So when all of everything collapses, that they'll have them all ready to go in the shipping cargo containers right outside the back of Walmart, right behind the fucking port over there. And if things are collapsed and there is no police and there is no cell phone, all this stuff's going to be going full time. They're going to be just trucking women out of this country, and there will be no men to save them because we'll either be shot, we'll be in jail, we'll be in a FEMA camp, or we'll just be another selfish motherfucker, apathetic, I'm only worried about myself, asshole, who's saying, oh, I'm going to worry about my family. I got my guns. Ooh, look at me. I've got a food supply. I am so sick and tired of all these counterfeit Americans acting like they give a fuck about the future of this country and of women. All they care about is today where they're at. Today how much food storage they have. Today how much entertainment they're getting from InfoWars. Today how much this. Today how much that. Today. And back to InfoWars, what Alex is doing for a lot of people, whether you're ready for this or not, is he's being the revolution for them while they just watch what he's doing. Or they support what he's doing. But they don't support the little guy, and that's all I'm going to say on that. When I mean the little guy, other people trying to do the things that need to be done. Not be like Alex Jones, but raise the fucking alarm. Unfortunately, monkeys love to have a leader. And we're more that way than ever. They love to see the suit. They love to see the $1 million HD graphics. Go, Alex. Thank you. We're so glad you're out there, Mr. Jones. Meanwhile, they sit back and they just watch the next YouTube. And they think that they're winning by posting on the Facebook, CIA, social media, NSA network.